Hey, welcome back. I wanted to talk to you today about a subject that I get asked a lot, and that is how long to maintain contact with an abusive ex-spouse. Now that may seem pretty straightforward. Immediately terminate all contact. But often there are kids involved, and particularly when the children are young, you may rely on the contact between the two of you to arrange pick-up and drop-off times, updates on the kids' needs, and to basically pass the phone over and speak to them. If that's the case, then you may need to take legal action. You may need to get a court order in place, banning them from messaging you. You may even need to report it to the police. But in circumstances where the children are older, particularly in their teens, this is a whole different ballgame. Teenagers almost all have phones nowadays, and they're very adept at communicating not just with their friends but also with their parents. So if they're messaging their other parent behind your back and making arrangements to do things, then they're old enough to make arrangements with you. So what I would suggest you do, if you've been the recipient of far too much verbal abuse, text abuse, email abuse, then just block them. Block them. Now, you might think, well, what if something happens to my child? How am I going to know? My simple answer to that is the police will turn up at your door and tell you. You don't bear any responsibility for that. You need to protect yourself. If you have an ex-spouse who is abusive, then you owe it to yourself to protect yourself. So block them. It'll be like a boulder lifted from your shoulders. Message your kids. Tell them that from now on, if they wish to be in contact with you, they can message you directly. If they need something, they can message you directly. If the other parent wants something, they can ask you to tell me, and you can arrange it directly through your child. What it does is it takes away the power of this ex-spouse to continue to control what goes on in your life. It disarms their ability to make you miserable, but it also puts the onus on your children to take some responsibility for the relationship they have with you. I think it's really important to identify to them that you no longer will tolerate any kind of emotional, verbal, or physical abuse. And by demonstrating to them that you're not prepared to tolerate it, you're encouraging them to be the same. So if you can lead by example, then perhaps your kids will learn a lesson early that will carry them through in their future years. So it's a sensitive subject. I don't know if all of you agree with me. If not, leave your comments below. I'm always happy to learn something new and entertain a different point of view. But I think that the first thing we need to do is take care of ourselves. And once we do that, we're going to be in a much better position to take care of those around us. So until the next video, remember to walk tall, and we'll see you soon. Cheerio.